Good morning, sunshines. Do you guys like my soft pause? It was actually a hard pause. That's my smile face. I know it's scary, my poor family. Hey, good morning, sunshines. We're doing our miracle morning together, and we are going to practice our miracle morning just a little bit, and then we're going to get into a subject, which is all about ducks and squirrels. So you guys are going to really love it and get into my crazy ass mind. That's going to be so fun. Good morning, Uncle Jeff. How are you? Hey, I didn't know I could see your other faces up here. I can only see people that comment over here, but I can see like Crystal, other friends. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even know you guys were over there. Oh my gosh, best ever. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning. I'm trying to like remember your guys' profile pics. I'm not that good, you guys. Good morning, Gianni. How are you? As you jump on, say good morning, sunshine, or hashtag GMS. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Valerie. And then say something that you're grateful for. Good morning, Sarah. Do I get to see you this morning and this afternoon? Maybe. Okay, I am grateful this morning, you guys, for fluorescent. Is that a thing? Yes, it is a thing. I'm grateful for fluorescent, for fluorescent. Wow, that's really hard today. Like, I love bright colors. I love vibrancy. And who the heck decided to make a black light a thing and then fluorescence glow off of it? And then you could do things like glow runs, which is coming up here soon, and just makes me happy. Like, no other reason aside from like, it makes me happy. You're thinking, are you thankful because then you can wear it in the dark and you don't get ran over when you're out running in the morning or for like hunting purposes? No. I mean, I guess so now that I say it out loud, but mostly just because it makes me happy. So what's something you are grateful for today? Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Nikki. And then it's Wednesday when I'm doing this currently, and I actually get to be on here live, by the way. How cool is that? So share something about your silence. I mean, that's wrong. Your visualization. Our savers, right? Silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. On Wednesdays, we focus on our visualization. So I am so good. I didn't even realize this. I'm talking about visualization today, you guys. I didn't even know. So I am a squirrel at a rave. Oh my God. So share with me, what are you doing for your visualization? And I'm going to jump right into my subject because this makes so much more sense now. It's like I know what I'm doing, even though I'm making it up most of the times, you guys. All right. So this morning, okay, back up. Okay, yesterday, I was about to do a talk about scooping up and collecting Quincy's poop, and it was so funny. It was a great story, and maybe I'll do it later, but I'm not doing it right now. But then all of a sudden, I went on a tangent, and I started talking to you guys about how to do powerful affirmations, because my book just directed me a different way to emotionally connect to our powerful affirmations. So if you didn't watch yesterday, go back and watch that so you can see it's like a slight tweak in your actions, you guys, that can make a big difference. And I just learned about it, so I'm so freaking jacked to be practicing it, right? So this morning I woke up and I was like, okay, like I'm going to practice. And the best time, you guys, to do your neural reconditioning, which is to change your subconscious, which is driving your life, by the way, and have your conscious direct your subconscious to think different things so you can travel different path. Okay. So that's what, I guess I need to talk more to you guys about neural reconditioning, but I'm a squirrel at a rave. That's not what today's all about. Okay. So I'm working on my neural reconditioning, which is your affirmations. It's like, it's when you're trying to change not when you're trying to, but when you are changing your mindset, right? Miss Jessica, good morning. Like when you once were this, but you want to become this, how do you make that happen? How do you get your subconscious to be the one driving the new this? Like to be the one driving the there. So the best time to do your neural reconditioning is close to your sleep. Like, did you guys know that Einstein actually would like put himself into a state of sleep in order to get himself into this lucid state where he could connect to his subconscious? Weird, right? Awesome, right? So those are the best times to practice. So this morning I got up. And surprisingly, you guys, Q wasn't up yet. It was a quiet household. And I was like, okay, like I'm going to practice and I'm going to go through and do what I've been learning in my book. And what I'm doing there is the first thing that you do is you meditate, right? You just clear. And I've been doing that for a little while. So thoughts come in, thoughts go out, thoughts come in. And I'm like basically like freeing up my mental space. So nailed it. Okay, I didn't really nail it, but I did okay. Okay, for my like 3 minutes of meditation. And then the next step that you do is you start going through the visualization of what your world is. And like you actually want to see it and smell it and feel it and be it, right? When you're going through. And here, you guys, is where I was absolutely, without a doubt, a squirrel at a rave. Like I did not have a single duck in a row. Like if you have one duck, is it even in a row? Like I didn't even have one duck not in a row in itself. Like I had 87 squirrels and they were partying and they were all over the place. And this one was chugging and this one was dancing and this one had glow sticks. And like I'm trying to control my vision and my dream and like what I'm gonna have in my future. And it's like bing, 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 bing. Like I was like, oh crap. This was my aha moment. Okay. This was like when I was sitting there and I was like, okay, the reason, I mean, I have a lot of forward movement in my life right now. I have a lot of things that are coming to, and I feel like I'm pulling into me, but it's also why things are so whack, crazy nuts, which is cool, you guys, except for without the focus, without the directedness, without the clear vision and picture, it's no wonder what I'm creating is squirrels at a rave all over the place all of the time, right? And it made me have the recognition of like, number one, I'm not good at this yet either. So Stephanie, Griselda, Catherine, anybody who's on here, if you're starting to do this and you're working on your visualization, you're not good at it yet, neither am I, like at all. I visualize for a long time, right? But there's times in your life where you're just not clear. And if you're not clear, you don't have the focus, you guys, what are you creating? You're creating a lack of clarity, right? You don't have a direct direction if that's the case, which is totally fine. So here's what I did. I didn't get frustrated. In fact, I kind of just like giggled. I'm like, oh my gosh, like watching these squirrels at a rave, because that's what it felt like. I was like, okay, this is where I'm at. Inventory, always, right? This is where I'm at in my current visualization. This is where I'm at in my current envisioning for my next steps. This is like, it's no problem. It's cool. This is where I'm at. But I want to get better at it. I want to have ducks in a row. Like squirrels at a rave, it's fun, you guys, party time, whatever. But I want to teach those squirrels at a rave how to get in a line and how to have an exact vision and picture of what's going on. And maybe they don't have to become ducks, but like literally have my shit together. So I walked away from this morning doing I'm going to say what is the first step to many steps that I'm going to be going through with my new practice and my new, my new methodology from reading The Answer. You guys, if you haven't grabbed the book yet, grab it. Good morning, sunshine. I'm doing Good Morning Sunshine at the same time. So everybody walks in like, oh, she's wacky. No, they know that I'm wacky. Okay, so here's what I see. So I have my squirrels at a rave. My brain's all over the place. I know that I have visions, you guys. I see it. I see all these different things happening. It's just all over, right? So my next practice is to take, I don't know what it's going to be, a day, a week, a month, a year. Good morning, baby girl. How are you? And I'm going to start to create this vision, which with so much more clarity, with my ducks being in a row. And it's going to take practice. It's going to take me some practice. It's going to take me some time. As I drove to work today, radio off, usually I listen to my book. I'm going to stand still in my book. I can't read anymore until I figure out where I'm at now. So I need to pause and stop on that moment. And I'm going to step into really seeing this with clarity, with focus. That's my next step. So here's my suggestion. Is anybody else a squirrel at a rave? When anybody else does, life in general, right? I know in life in general, that will always be me. That is my personality. I am all over the place. But in this practice, I really want to find the clarity and focus. So if you guys, I want to actually, this is going to be a fun practice. Put a squirrel or a duck, depending on which one you are. Just so I can know who my friends are, okay? Squirrel at a rave, duck in a row, okay? So put that on here as you guys listen. All right, so I tried something on today on the way here, and I really liked it, and I think maybe you guys would like to practice if you're the same as me. So instead of seeing myself, trying to figure out who am I, where am I, what does that look like, what am I wearing, what am I driving, where am I going, what does my house look like, what does my lifestyle look like, because there are so many ambitions that I have, I went from a third person, meaning that I had somebody else describe who I am. So if somebody was like, hey, have you met Caley? What does she do? Who is she? And I watched that person describe who I am. And I listened to that person. You're thinking, who's the person? I don't know. I have no idea, right? I'm a freaking circus. I love it, Cindy. So I had that person describe me and what I do. And it was so much easier, you guys. It was so, oh my God, Christy, reread yours. I am a baby, what? Trying to be an adult duck. Your answer is the best. I hope you don't change it. You guys, everybody read Christy's answer. I love her so much. Okay, so here's what I did. I saw this person describing me. I saw them describing my businesses. I saw them describing my attitude. I saw them describing, what I do in the world. And it was so much easier. I don't know why. And I didn't learn this from any book. And maybe it's something that's out there. But here's what I'm going to practice. For the next Good Morning Rich, Good Morning Carrie, all my other friends who have joined, here's what I'm going to practice, and maybe you want to do this as well. As you're visioning your future, we talk about going from here to there, right? You're going from here to there in the world. And if you're not sure what your there is, and you feel like a squirrel, oh, Christy, you feel like a squirrel at a rave when you're trying to describe your there because you're just all over the place and you can't pinpoint what it is. Try coming from it as a different person is watching and they're describing you, okay? Like somebody else, these two people are in a coffee shop and they're having a conversation like, hey, do you know Leslie? Like, yeah, I know Leslie. What is she, like, tell me more about her. What does she do? Oh man, Leslie is this super energetic. She's this incredible person. I don't know what you do, Leslie, so I can't describe this, right? She gives this way and she does this and she runs this charity and she loves playing with her kids and you should see her. She's always out doing like sports with them and she's so successful in her business and she's been in her position for this long and she's been rising up in the marketing, the corporate ladder, or I don't know what you do, right? But watch the other person describe who you are to that person across the table. Does that make sense? It's gonna feel weird at first. But like for me, for some reason, my squirrels at a rave were turning into ducks in a row when I was watching somebody else describe it. And now I'm gonna do that over and over again because I'm not good at it yet. Like I just started, this was just this morning. Okay, so I'm gonna do that over and over again and I'm gonna watch that practice go down and see what that looks like. And then I'm gonna start to own that vision myself. So that's where I'm starting. So if any of you, a lot of y'all wrote down squirrel, 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 squirrel. You guys are a rave just like me, okay? So a lot of you in the same spot. So if that is the truth, if that is the case, and you want to work on your future, if you want to go from here to there, and you want this bright, abundant, and beautiful there in your world, and you don't know what that looks like yet, then I'm going to encourage you to commit today to seeing it from the third person, okay? So commit to looking at your life from somebody else's eyes and somebody else's description. And this is gonna take you a little bit of time. Give yourself 15 minutes at least, okay? Solid drive to work, solid drive to the school, solid drive wherever, turn off the music, and then see these two people having a conversation about you and what you are going to be. Not about, you can, if you want to see like what they say about you right now, maybe that's a good inventory of where your life is, but then do it again and see them describing and talking about what your life is. And then I want to know, like seriously, because I've never learned about this, I literally just made it up. If you do that, tell me what that's like. Like shoot me a personal message and just say, hey, I did it, that made much more sense. Whatever. Hey, I did it, I couldn't exactly quite see it. I'm just curious, I want to know from you guys if that works for you. So if you're commit to looking at your life from somebody else's eyes. Okay, Jody, I love it too. I don't know why. I'm like, so no matter what, like however squirrely and ravey it was this morning, I'll tell you guys, like I feel phenomenal today. My endorphins are different. I'm showing I'm different. My excitement is different. And I'm always crazy, but it just feels freaking phenomenal. So, and this is just the beginning. Like I have so much more work to do from this book, but it's just the beginning of it. All right. Squirrels at a rave. I'm gonna go drum, which is exactly like squirrels at a rave here. Like there is no ducks in any sort of a row here. Oh my gosh, she is so committed. I love you guys. I gotta go. I'm excited. I gotta do this on a Wednesday. Roxanne, watch from the beginning. If you just jumped on. Kevin, you too, buddy. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.